Hey guys, Brent Hull, Wednesday design video, French house here in Texas. Homeowner called me and said, it's just not quite right. So I looked at it. The builder, which I actually respect, tried to do the drawings. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a little heavy-handed. There's just a few kind of tweaks I did that kind of take it into that French direction. Let me know what you think. Okay guys, fixing this French style house for a client, trying to help them through the details. And it actually took me a little bit to kind of figure out kind of what was wrong. It isn't immediately clear, but as I looked at it more, look at the size of this window, okay? It's actually bigger than this window. And so, you know, I like that graduated fenestration where the bigger windows on the bottom and then the smaller windows on top. So that's part of what's making this kind of top heavy and not really working for me. The builder drew this, okay? And the builder fancied himself as an architect and said, I can do that. And it's little things that are happening here that, you know I've talked about window pane sizes. He made these double hungs, okay? And in French architecture, it's typically a casement, and so we got a heavier bar here. But look at the orientation of these lights, right? The rectangle is laying flat, and so it makes it look squatty, okay? And what we want is the rectangle to move up so it lifts your eyes. And so you'll see that I've taken these windows and made them smaller. And then, it's pretty typical in the French tradition when you have these things to have these window lights that look like this. They're already tend to want to do that, but because this whole arrangement lifts up, it works better that way. And so you'll see that my rectangles are not flat and it's horizontal, and they do kind of lift up. Part of it is changing the size of that window, and especially in comparison to the windows below. So, I put doors on this front part. So we've got this main body here. I put doors down here instead of these windows, changing the light patterns, and then really giving the entry kind of a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more punch. That's what I think he was trying to do here, but just, there's other ways and there's better French traditions to do it. You'll notice that it's a stone house, okay? I don't like the laying of this stone. That looks like a stone that was laid up in a mid-century modern ranch house. And so you need to get away from, those thin pieces of stone that, do this, that he's got in here and in here. That's kind of that mid-century modern look where everything's long and horizontal, and so they have those stones that did this kind of thing. And so we want to, again, elevate and push the vertical. So we're going to try to give this thing visual height. But coining and stone around openings is very typical in the French tradition. I've coined this and given it a little bit of hood that ties into this window. I've taken the eave lines and I've changed those to an open eave, open timbered eave, okay? So that's gonna give it more of a French country look. You notice I've added some finials up here, some vent system just to give it some more visual interest. This is a breezeway that's happening over here. The problem is the scale of it. It looks like they're trying to get a RV to be able to drive through there. And so as we connect to a secondary building, we want to step that down. And notice that this window, how big it is compared to this window and tall, I've made it a smaller window as appropriate to a carriage building or an outbuilding. And then I've changed my breezeway here, still the same connection, but added some timbering, lowered it down. You can see that I've lowered it down quite a bit, but that gives it more of a human scale, and it helps tie these buildings together better. You know what this is. It's a garage. You know that there's a tie breezeway, and then this is the main structure of the house. So she had some shutters. If they want to put shutters on these doors, they can. Certainly there's room for shutters over here, and I've put those in. So I think it's better. Let me know what you think. I think that changing those few things makes this a better looking French house, something certainly more appropriate. Those big windows on the top, they were too big, and so it made that house look a little bit top heavy. Changing those proportions, giving it that scale and architectural detailing, kind of giving it more of a French-ified look. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I did. I'm Brent Hull. Thanks for watching.